What is up, guys? Welcome back to another epic gameplay video. We're back in Buildcraft, and as you can see, I've made free builds from throughout the multiverse, free interdimensional structures. That's what I did after I built this thing. In the previous video, we have built this ultimate water slide thing, and I guess it was one of the most amazing things I'd ever built. I'm just gonna modify right here. There you go, modify. Anyway, that was the previous episode. That was the previous video. In this video, we are going to be making another one of our crazy structures. Not just any structure. We are going to be making, you guessed it, a Twilight Forest inspired labyrinth. Made with dark oak leaves and everything. Even dark oak wood. Don't forget the logs. I may cough throughout this because I just gotten over the sickness I got from our mom, so sorry about that. Anyway, let's begin building the entrance. Anyway, let's begin building our maze. And for our maze, I decided to make the entrance entirely out of wood, dark oak specifically, along with the dark oak logs. Our mom is chatting with her friends again, by the way. Anyway, let us begin building the maze. We are now building up the maze itself. We are going to be adding different routes to go in. This maze will have like an intersection and all kinds of twists and turns and stuff. Yeah, this maze will have everything an adventurer could possibly want in a maze. Dead ends and never-ending ways and stuff. Yeah, it'll be the coolest, maze you guys had ever seen. We will make a maze like this someday in one of our worlds, but for now we're going to stick with this. A simple little maze. It'll get pretty simple to get lost in the maze, so you're gonna have to come up with a strategy to get out of the maze, so that you can really, yeah, you're gonna have to get real smart for this. You're gonna have to be real smart for this maze. So smart that the maze cannot even outsmart you. It's quite, yeah, the maze difficulty gets harder and harder every time you go through it. There we go. We're just gonna add a couple more ways to go through. A couple dead ends. We'll add a pathway right about here. By the way, I just recently got done reacting to My Little Pony Tell Your Tale episode 20, One Trick Pony. It was a pretty cool reaction. I just watched the other foreign language dub versions of it. If you want to go and check those out, if you're a multilingual or not, go and check them out. Link will be in the description. Okay, we got our maze 100% built. It is now time to build up the walls of the maze. We are now building up the walls of the maze. There will be a couple dangerous and crazy traps along the way, like mobs and soul sanded stuff there will be a soul sand trap in the maze, and of course there'll be a water themed one and everything in the dead ends. We should have made the world's largest maze in like 20 days. 2 months and 20 days. 1 month, 20 days. We should have done that in like 1 month, 28 days. Speaking of 1 month, 20 day long build, we are blazing through this maze. We are legit blazing right through it. Yeah, right through it. Now we'll build up this and all of this. Nice. Boom, look at this. I am being a lot less talkative again during the build process of this maze. It takes a while. It takes a while for a maze to get built. And that is why I speed things up with a low chat. Anyway, speaking of that, the premise of episode 20 of My Pony Tell Your Tale, One Trick Pony, is that, well, the One Trick Pony, the magician pony guy, Rufus, aka Hoofdini, tries and tries again and again to impress his fellow ponies, but fails miserably because a bunch of little fillies reveal his secret. They reveal his secrets, and one of the tricks at the beginning uses wires. They revealed that one of the tricks uses wires. Yeah, that is not something incredibly new. Oh, look at that witch in there. She is getting lost in the maze. I would get pretty lost in the maze too. We'll get all the upgrades into the maze once we build up the entire maze, of course. There we go. Yeah, that's what you get. That's what you get, dude. That's what you get. That do get that punishment, though. Alright, we'll add a little pathway through here. We'll add a pathway through here to some sort of TNT trap. There we go. We'll add the TNT trap right about here. Yeah, we'll add it right about here. There we go. This is where the TNT is actually going to be blown up. So we're gonna, of course, grab a pressure plate, golden TNT. We place the TNT underneath the ground here. And put the pressure plate on it. Now we put the ending on it. There we go. Now we're talking. Alright, let's add our next trap, the Soul Sand Trap. The Soul Sand Trap will be somewhere. How about right here? Yeah, it'll be at this dead end here. It'll be at this dead end. What do you call a end that is dead? A dead end. Ha! Get it? Dead end? Yeah, no one wants to go to that end. Soul Sand, if you don't know, basically makes you walk slowly. It's kind of like slowness, but in block form, basically. This is the way out of the soul sand trap. Now if we go through here, this is where the water trap comes in. This is where the water trap comes in. So we'll dig a little hole. 2 blocks sounds good enough. Now we will add a mob spawner trap. We'll add one right about here. We'll get our gold out again so that it can be hidden. And then we get a dispenser. 1 or 2 will work for this trap. Now we make all of this gold so that the pressure plate can stay hidden. There you go. Now no one will figure out where the frick the pressure plate is. No one will figure that out. Even the smartest of unicorns, earth ponies, or pegasi can figure this one out. There'll be 2 mobs that'll get spawned out of the mob spawning dispenser. A skeleton and a zombie. So we're gonna put in 1 of each mob into each dispenser. I think that's good. Yeah, that's good. That was where we were earlier. This is where we're going to, that's the soul sand area. This is where we're going to have our arrow trap. This is where the arrow trap is going to come in, and obviously we're going to need some arrows and a dispenser and a trap door. Actually, let's use the iron trap door. Iron trap door, iron blocks, and then dispenser hidden like that with the iron. Mr. Sheep, you wanna get out of there. There you go. We got so many hidden areas. This area is so freaking hidden. No one could possibly figure out where the dispenser is. Only a smart guy like me could figure that out. Iron trap door, and then iron pressure plate. Once we walk over this pressure plate, mobs will spawn. Or they won't. Ah, that's a fail. Maybe if we raise it up a little bit. Yeah, when we raise it up a little bit, it'll work. So whenever we come across here, an arrow will shoot out at us. Arrows will shoot out at us. A full stack will make it more difficult. So we're putting in a stack of arrows. Now the pressure plate goes on top. And the pressure plate. Alright. Time to move on to our next stop. Oh, that's the TNT one. Don't wanna mess with that thing. Mr. Zombie, you don't wanna mess with that trap over there. This is the entrance area. This is where the maze challenge truly begins. So we're of course gonna have the black and white starting line. This is the starting line, so of course we're gonna use black and white wool. White and then black, just like that. And the pattern is done. Once we get to that pattern, once we finish up this pattern, we will begin our little maze challenge thing. This is where we're gonna have a racing bell thing. We're gonna have the race starter right here. Black, white, black, white, black, white, black, white, black, white. Okay, now we got this thing going. Now that we got this piano looking thing together, it is now time to add the little dinging thing, the part that makes a piano noise. You know, dun dun dun. Ready, set, go. We'll use a button for that, of course. Now we add the same pattern we put down earlier. There we go, that should do it. Ready, set, and go. There we go. Now we connect all the redstone that we need to connect. We connect all the redstone. There we go. Hopefully this whole entire gadget actually works. Hopefully this works. Hopefully it says on your mark, get set, go, and tells us to go and play the maze. We'll work with that. I know it doesn't really do what we want it to do, but we'll just say it does. We'll just say it does. Alright, that is our Dark Oak Maze Challenge. Hope you enjoyed, and we'll see you next time. Now I gotta come up with other additional traps.